FP3 at the Brazilian Grand Prix is in the books, and Mercedes showed up to the party, finally. So I'm going to give you the quick rundown. FP3 is the shortest gap between quali and the previous session. So let's just get straight into it. Subscribe if I earned it. If you like this stuff, you know the deal. If you're into Formula One news delivered to you quickly, you're in the right spot. So let's go straight to the FP3 session. The blog will actually be below. I'm going to do something new, and I'm going to do basically with like Motorsport and all the other major publications do, is they do the live commentary. So I switched off the live timing with my hours and hours of commentary. I'm going to do the live commentary typed. So check out the live blog. I'll leave a link below. The FP3 session, I'll be doing that for quali. The FP3 session went like this. Lewis Hamilton P1, Verstappen stalking him 108.320 versus 108.346. So saying Verstappen is on a mission, like I was talking about yesterday, is an understatement. That whole Esteban Ocon taking him out, that really rubbed him the wrong way. And he can hold a grudge, which is a good thing for a driver. And I don't mean that I'm not having a go at him. So Leclerc P3, 108.611, Vettel P4, and Albon was P5. And that's an impressive finish for Albon, splitting the silver arrows. But you've got the fact that he's so far off Verstappen. And again, I'm the first to say, when you're critical of a driver, and Christian Horner actually came on and said this, I thought very, very fairly. So Crofty asked one of his stupid questions, basically trying to get a rise. He's doing his job. He's trying to get Horner to react in some way, not too unfairly, but I didn't like the question. And saying, is this, Christian, when you came out and said, Albon, this is Albon's first attempt here, blah, 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 blah. After he made his shunt, Horner was like, no, I wasn't just saying that to make Alex feel better. And it was because Crofty was comparing Verstappen's first few races at Red Bull, like I had done in that bigger piece of content before he was confirmed. And Horner's like, look, you got to remember, Verstappen had a full season before he started racing Ricciardo, and he made all those errors. Albon hasn't even done that. So they are cutting Albon some slack. But let's remember the fact that is a pretty big gap. Albon's 109.136 to Verstappen's 108.346. So let's bake in, he's probably a little bit too far behind for my liking, but also Verstappen is on a mission, and he knows this track, and he has almost always performed well here. And I think he over-delivers in particular at this track. So that's a big gap, but I want to remind everyone, Verstappen's got some history in Interlagos, in Sao Paulo. So keep that in mind. Valtteri looks so uncomfortable in a P6 of 109.201. He's been out qualifying. He's been doing better on a Saturday than Lewis, which is crazy to think about, that no one really talks about how good Lewis is in a pinch on a Saturday. And Valtteri he was on a string of out performances. He's trailed a little bit, but we can see him come back in a flash. And I honestly wouldn't be that surprised if that happened. But right now, he doesn't look good. He is P6. Kvyat came back after his engine basically exploded on him. So that's a really good performance from Kvyat, honestly. And I think that's been understated, and even in the few articles I've read so far. Giovinazzi, incredible race. You saw the then Sabres do really well here. You had Marcus Ericsson. It was Ericsson's best grid placement ever at a P7 last year, out qualifying Leclerc, who I put their performance in the top 5 shock moments of last year's Grand Prix in that blog. I'll probably be making a video about that today. So you see the Alfa Romeo doing really well, which, like I said, judging by last year, is not crazy, but that might just be a fluke. As Kimi Räikkönen's P11, but great, not a fluke from Giovinazzi's pace. That was a great lap he put together, and hopefully he can keep that up. And then the McLarens round out in P9 and P10, Lando leading Carlos this time. So they are really close together. So all this to say, it's going to be a really close qualifying session. Ferrari, you can still tell, haven't turned it all the way up, but Mercedes really. It just comes down to the first and third. It's a game of sectors. First and third sectors go to Ferrari. The middle's got to go to Merc, but Verstappen seems to be undercutting all of that. and he just obliterated everyone in Sector 2. So the slow speed corners of Sector 2 Interlagos, when you look at those turns, there's 15 to 17 turns, someone correct me, not many, but Verstappen seems to be really dominating that middle sector and those middle turns, and he'll probably keep that up. But the straight line speed is back, and I think it needs to be talked about. And like I told you last time, FIA is not done looking at Ferrari's engine, and I think this is just going to make it worse. And Verstappen, for the love of God, just shut up. Don't say anything about it, and you know he's going to if he's interviewed, if Ferrari end up pipping him or something and take pole. But I think this will be interesting to see how. I don't think it's over, and I think it's going to quietly come out probably after the season. But something's going on with Ferrari, and I don't think the FIA is done, and I think they're onto something. But for now, we don't have anything, so it's all speculation. But they are quick, per usual. So that is how this sets up. I'm going to leave it at that. If you want any more information, go to the blog. What I will include is the fun fact of the day. Lewis Hamilton has led an FP3 session 3 times. I probably flashed it on screen, but can you name when they were? But he's only done it 3 times, and on those 3 times, he has never, ever actually gone on to earn a pole position. Can you, in the comment section, name where those 3 times were? This is one, so that's that. But name the other 2 times that Lewis led FP3 in which he never actually ended up winning, earning the pole position. So that is the breakdown. I'm going to leave it there. I'll try to keep it nice and short, and I'll see you back here for qualifying. Make sure to check out the live blog for the commentary. I think it'll go fine. It'll be fun. I've never done that one before in that sort of format, but I'll try it for you guys, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Appreciate it.